Okay, we've been given some Bel'Veth gameplay clips. The kit is actually not released yet. We're not getting any text, so I can't just get into the tooltips or anything. She's not on PvE. I don't have all the nuances available to me right away, so dissecting this footage for information is the best that I have, unfortunately. But I have been doing that. I've watched these clips like 3 or 4, maybe 5 times at this point. I found some cool details. There's some cool stuff going on in this kit. A lot going on, but a surprising number of gates as well, so I'm going to kind of go through this clip by clip and just to see what I can notice. Okay, first thing, Bel'Veth, obviously monoliths. There is a secondary resource. It's some purple thing that's generated by her abilities. This indicator, I'm going to assume like her Q is the dash. It tells you like a very short cooldown dash, but this tells you what directions she can dash in. So this part's grayed out. It's kind of like an ergot passive, like the shotgun knees. Bel'Veth won't be able to dash down to the left. So, kind of some interesting gating. I'm trying to figure out her itemization. Yeah, and this is just a whole lot of stuff. There's a reset mechanic of some sort. Her purple resource is full, being spent on auto attacks here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we're going to see a swarm later where Bel'Veth is going to kill minions and generate, like, these little creeps, like these fish goobers. It's kind of like summoning skeletons in Heroes of the Storm, like what Zool does. But apparently that doesn't happen every time. So there's something causing those to happen that isn't just last hitting a creep. And I really hope it's not... I hope it's, like, being present for a creep dying instead of last hitting it, because it would suck if the jungler would have to take all these creeps. Okay, let's look at this. There's, like, a Rost W sort of thing. Bel'Veth dashes in, starts auto-attacking by a lot. Keep in mind she's over-leveled in every one of these clips. That's very simple. Just one kill. Nothing crazy going on here. Okay, this one. So, this has an interesting gate on her resets. Bel'Veth is in, like, her human-ish form. Level 4. And Olaf dies, no reset. We're going to see later in these clips, there's like this purple circle that appears when something dies. Bel'Veth can click it. That causes the reset explosion. She doesn't get this right now, so obviously that is tied to her ult in some way. And this just confirms that, like, why would you have to flash if your dash was on such a low cooldown unless you weren't allowed to dash in that direction, right? So here's her swarm. The ranged minions turn into these guys that are also ranged. The melee minions turn into something else. So, okay, so Bel'Veth was in... this has to be like an ult form, right? So Bel'Veth was in this ult form, didn't get the minions before. Now she is summoning them by killing all of these. So, I don't know exactly what the trigger is. It's not visible on any bar here. She's a higher level than her top laner. So I would really be interested to see, like, what actually causes those swarm minions to summon. Was that a blink? Hold on. Was that a blink? Or was that just a normal dash? I didn't notice that one before. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Okay, her dash became available, right? Her dash was spent. Okay, it's just her dash, but something was weird about the animation there. Maybe that actually does mean something, but I can't be sure. Bel'Veth's attack speed is, like, really crazy now. Her health bar is kind of wrinkly. I wonder what she's building. Okay. Oh, and this is where we get to see some of the reset gates, right? Okay, so look, 2 things on the ground here, right? 2 potential resets. Bel'Veth uses one, does the explosion, that one disappears. So if there's multiple on the ground, it's like an Aphelios Calibrum mark. You can only use one, which is super interesting. This confirms she can dash over walls. The attack speed looks so funny. For a champion that's supposed to be all scary, she really does look goofy, and I love it. Okay, this is interesting. She has GA. This implies some physical damage, like physical itemization. I think we see a shield bow later, too. I heard somewhere that we might be getting a hybrid champion, but like I haven't seen any item effects from AP items just yet, so I'm kind of just assuming she's an auto attacker right now. In this clip, Bel'Veth is in her human form again at level 18, so I thought at first it might be like a level 6 transformation. No, definitely something to do with her ultimate. In fact, once she transforms, we're going to see the gold form. Misfortune cancels her ultimate when Bel'Veth's like ring here goes out, so I still don't know exactly what this ability does, but I'm pretty confident that it does cancel channels, which is super interesting. And yeah, see, once the reset comes out, now she's all golden, and now she looks fancy. But the reset must just be a passive thing. Like, there has to be an alt passive. That's the only thing I can think of. And then finally, the last clip, where I don't think there's really too much to say about this that hasn't been said already. Bel'Veth just runs around, getting her purple juice, hitting Ornn, just really crazy attack speed. And what else? I love how they actually have Ross W versus Bel'Veth W there. That range is nuts, actually. Whoa. Okay. Her auto attack range is kind of crazy. Okay, she never... When did she last hit a creep? Because there's her swarm. She's actively farming this and the swarm shows up. Okay. The swarm... Oh my god, the Baron buff applies to her swarm minions. This champion is going to snowball off Baron buffs so hard, isn't she? I don't want to push in. I don't want to be pushed in by this. I don't want to be pushed in. No, thank you. And she's just going to keep making more, isn't she? That did not... Okay, her reset did not disjoint tower aggro or anything. I think she can still be hit completely. She doesn't look invulnerable at all. Yeah, okay. So there we go. Interesting nuances going on there. I'd like to see more, but at the very least, like, we can already see some of the balance levers in place, so I'm not, like, freaked out by this. If the numbers are high, they'll nerf it. Otherwise, like, you know, there's obvious things that can be tuned in this kit. Very mobile. She looks like fun. I'm interested to see where this lands, and I'm interested to get a kit in my hand so I can read it all. Please, I want to know. But that's just what I could pick up from these clips.